What if I told you I have a recipe to beat high roller players that works with little to no gold, and even if they're better than you? If you're like me, you started playing the game well after the initial playtest and don't have thousands of hours in the game like the other high roller players you're competing against. Despite this, you still want to compete with the high roller players. I'm going to show you exactly how I do that while playing Fighter. You can build this super cheap, and I usually don't spend any gold on my kits when I'm using this method. You're going to do your best to build a cheap physical damage reduction fighter build with either sword and board and heater shield and arming sword or falchion, or you're going to go long sword and serve bow. I highly recommend long sword and serve bow since you can put way more pressure on players with the serve bow with the high fire rate, and long sword always gives you a puncher's chance with the riposte. But if you hate the serve bow, you can go recurve or longbow. They both work. This build and the way I play it is hard carried by the serve bow, so I still recommend doing that. You can also easily farm and practice the build in normals before you go to high roller, which is exactly how I do this for free. There are essentially 3 ways you can lose a fight in Dark and Darker. Skill difference, the other player is better than you. Gear difference, the other player had better gear than you. Or brain difference, the other player outsmarted you. We've already established that this is for players who are fighting people who are better than them, and usually better players have better gear. Therefore, our last option is brain difference. We need to outsmart the other player, and this is exactly how we're going to win. There are a few different aspects to the strategy, then we will get straight to the gameplay example. Target selection. There are only 3 classes I look for to take in a 100-0 all-in fight. These include Ranger, Rogue, and Fighter. You can beat a Barb if you block his reckless attack and land a riposte, but I don't recommend trying. It's pretty high risk. And even with these classes, you should still make sure you have a health advantage before committing to a fight. You are targeting these classes because they mainly do physical damage and you can out-trade up close. However, I still recommend avoiding the 225 plus high roller with this strategy, since there will be more builds, even from these classes that we're looking for, that will just straight up counter you, like Death Bloom Rogue, for example. Also, for the love of God, trust me, avoid Cleric and Warlock. These should be considered an Avengers level threat and you will lose every time. Wizard and Sork are also kind of bad matchups since they do magic damage, but it's easier for them to mess up than it is for Cleric and Warlock. If you're someone who played Battle Royale games in the past, this will make perfect sense to you. You're playing like a scared little kid trying to get his first victory royale. We're going to play super calculated, avoid 50-50 fights, and only play to third party. Once we've third partied or we've chosen our target, your goal is to apply as much pressure as possible with the serve bow. This is how you will create the health advantage, which is essentially 0 risk to you. And once you have pieced them up with the bow, you can engage in melee combat for free wins. You will know this is done correctly if their face looks like this by the time they die. You're basically playing this build like you're a ranger, but since you're a fighter, there's a lot more room for error, since if someone jumps on you, you can actually survive. This strat also will actually piss people off so much. They'll end up straight running directly at you. You'll piece them up with the bow like 5 or 6 times, and then you just have to hit them once and they'll just die. And you literally get free loot. I have several examples of this happening. They literally just bum rush you, get annoyed because you're playing so patient, and they just die, and it's free loot. Also, one thing I do want to say is you don't have to feel bad playing like this. This is how people play solos. There's such a thing as landmine rogues, landmine barbs. That's what you're dealing with. So sometimes you just have to play like a little baby, just like they are. To showcase this strategy, I played 2 0-24 normal games, 2 25-124 normal games, and 2 high roller games, all back to back to back. Keep in mind, I also used the gear I got from the previous games to play in the next level, so I actually didn't spend any money on the gear. I spent money only on meds for all of this gear. Alright, with that, let's get straight into the gameplay examples.
Hit him twice. Headshot him. Now we have the advantage. We just go in. We can't mess up. We can't lose that one. See, look at him. Got like 4 arrows sticking out of him. It's like, that's how you do it. Hit him once. Okay, poor guy gave up. We kind of just had to skill check that guy. I realized once I heard the footsteps get too close that he was right on me and it was a rogue. I realized it a little bit too late, but again, so that is what we're looking for, right? That just goes to show you. I literally misplayed that. Didn't realize it was a rogue fast enough and still won. Why is that? Because it's part of our strategy. That is one of the classes we're looking for. We're looking for fighters, rogues, rangers. Another guy to my right. Here's play slow. Turn on when you're not expecting it. And he's dead. See, that's
Okay, I wanted to get in here and add a little bit of post-production commentary on this fight. So I had run into this guy and we ran around this middle module just trading shots for quite a while, and I missed a couple opportunities to engage in on him, and I misplayed this pretty hard, ended up dying to him, and then I actually looked at his rank in the spectator, and he was actually a pretty high ranked high roller player. So luckily I have the next clip is me running into him the very next game and we get our get back. But this just goes to show you that this does work on high roller players, even though this guy was a high roller player in a Squire lobby.
him again. Use him up. He's going for parries. We mix up where we're stabbing him. GG. And there we go. That was the same high roller player we just faced. Just go. Hit him once. Turn on him. Again, this is my class that I want to play against, so I don't even have to play it that well. Right? He tried to stealth on me. Here's another rogue. Hit him once. We're going to reset here. He opened the door. Okay, he popped a pot. We're gonna do here. Again, this is the class we want to face, right? Headshot him. Trying to double jump me. All I have to do is out DPS him. He dies. And headshot him. He's dead. GG. I actually hit him in the shoulder.
This fight was super messy. I actually engaged on this rogue a long time ago and had to chase him all the way through the map, and then eventually another rogue tried to third party it and ended up in a super messy fight that you're about to see here. Even though I didn't play it very well, I still got both kills and you'll see how it plays out.
Hit him again. Hit him again. Can't get up. I don't know why. Okay, landed a really nice parry that saved me there. I actually got blocked by that guy Invis and didn't realize it. Look, here's another scenario. What we're gonna do is we're gonna back up. Force these guys in a bad spot. Let them fight. Hit him again. Hit Hit that guy again. Again. Put him down. And we still go down. But point stands. It's a rogue because I could hear the dagger sounds. Right there. Put him down. I knew he was there. Where'd he go? Okay, so I broke the rule. Well, why did I win that? Because I knew it was a class that can't really compete with me. He has to play better than I do to win that. That's why I'm confident there. I knew there was a good chance he was there because because that light was off. But I went for it anyway. But and that's why we don't fight the clerics.
Okay, for the last two high roller clips, I cut a lot of this out, but me and this ranger kited each other around for several minutes until eventually I ratted around a corner, forced him in, and then that eventually ended the last sequence. And it just goes to show you that even high roller players will end up playing poorly if you wait long enough. Again, you kind of just play like a rat. And then a clip after this, I did the same thing to a barb. He got so annoyed and ended up making a mistake and actually died to PvE, and I looted him for free. And actually he had a really expensive axe on him that I ended up selling for quite a bit.
Hit him once. Hit him again.
Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. I appreciate you watching to this point, and if you learned something or you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and dapping up that subscribe button for me. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for all the love you've been showing me. I love reading all the comments. I will continue to make the best videos I can. Until next time, peace out.